Hi folks, Rob here with better-rankings.com, another free tutorial coming at you. If you're not one of my subscribers, I suggest that you sign up and click the subscribe button in YouTube. This tutorial is going to go over PageRank juice, how to get some juice back to your site, and what Google is actually looking for as far as backlinks, and what backlinks give you more respect or juice pointing back to your site in the eyes of Google. So there's a couple suggestions that I make to my members, and I have detailed information on this, but I'll give this out for you guys. The best thing to do is to go to all the social bookmarking sites, and here's the I talk about social bookmarking. I talk about basically the sites like Delicious, Dig, Read It. Here's a whole list right here that you guys are going to be able to see, and this is what my members actually see. And these sites have great high rankings, and in the eyes of Google, if you can get a link from these sites, and this is the most important key in the eyes of Google, and I can't state this enough, if you can get a one-way link from a very high page ranked site, and I've talked about page ranking and what that's all about, the history of it, everything, and my other tutorials. If you want to see that, go to better-rankings.com, and I have those tutorials up there. But if you can get a high page ranked site pointing back to your site, and not you pointing back to that site like a reciprocal link, it's just a one-way link from this high page ranking site to your site saying that your site is important, then in the eyes of Google, that's going to be some very, very heavy juice. And the more juice of backlinks from these page ranked sites that you can get, the higher your site is going to be in the search results pages, and ultimately the higher you will be ranked in the page rank. So this is very crucial, and this is very good information as far as what social bookmarking sites that are out there. Now this is some information that I have on my site. These are the top social bookmarkings that are out there. And what I suggest that you do is create an article about your site. Now you can have a site selling widgets, you can have a site doing web design, you can have a site that's like a blog, you can have a site that's anything. Create an article about your site, write about your site. It doesn't have to be something very elaborate. They actually have limitations of like 500 words. So you don't have to write anything too elaborate, but the point of this is that you're going to get a link from one of these sites, and the more the merrier in Google's eyes. And this is an article that people can look at, they can click on it, they can go to your site. But the most important thing is, in the eyes of Google, this high ranking page, like a 7 or an 8 page ranked site, is pointing back to your site. The more that you have, the higher that you'll return, and basically you'll stay, because these are the gifts that keep on giving. Another thing that I suggest is that you go to some news release sites. Those are high ranking. Write a couple of news releases about your site, and also create some blogs about your site. Now I get into this in the member section, which are the best ones, and really you only have to write one article. But one key thing is, when you're creating this, when you're creating your article, it'll ask you for the title. And so in that title, that's where you should put your keyword. So for instance, if you have web design and your web design services, and that's your keyword, and the title should be web design services and then your URL. Or if you're doing something like where are they now, like celebrities or something like that, then the keyword is where are they now. Now I talk about this in another tutorial about blogs and getting backlinks, one-way links from blogs. This is another tutorial, and this is the listing that you see here about social bookmarkings, some sites. So this is one of the key main ingredient factors that gives your site juice in the eyes of Google, is to have these social bookmarkings. And there's companies out there that'll write these articles for you, and I can actually do it if you want. Go to better-rankings.com, and we'll do that for you. But if you're an SEO on a budget, it's going to be time consuming, but it's going to be well worth it. So check it out. Check out these social bookmarkings, and this is the juice that you need. And this is another tip from Rob. If you like this, if this is good information, don't forget to give us a ranking and a comment. I appreciate that. Thanks.